Hey, if you're planning to sell your home, you might be wondering, should I get a pre-inspection before listing my home? Now, on the surface, it seems like a smart move, finding issues early and fixing them on your terms and giving buyers the peace of mind, right? But here's what many sellers do not realize. A pre-inspection could also cost you money, create legal obligations, and even backfire during negotiations. So, should you get a pre-inspection, or is it just an unnecessary expense? Stick around, because I am going to be breaking down the advantages, the potential pitfalls, and the one big factor that could determine whether the pre-inspection is the right choice for you or not. Hey, Ravi Ramachandran with the Rams Group here. We help homeowners, buyers, and investors make the smartest real estate decisions possible. On this channel, I share inside tips, strategies, and market updates, including expert advice to help you maximize the value of your home and navigate the real estate market with total confidence and ease. Now let's break down everything you need to know about pre-inspection before selling your home. Let us start with the absolute basics. What is a pre-inspection? A pre-inspection is when a seller hires a professional inspector to inspect their home before listing it for sale. Okay? Simple. Now, typically, this includes a whole house inspection, but depending on the home's location and condition, it can also involve pest, dry rot, and termite inspections, radon gas emissions inspection, the roof inspection, and the foundation inspection, well and septic system checks if you have them, and pool and HVAC assessments. Now, more sellers in 2025 are opting for pre-inspections to attract buyers who want to buy their home with fewer surprises and make sure that it's move-in ready. But does that mean that you should do one? Let's talk about the pros and cons, shall we? First, the advantages. A pre-inspection can be beneficial, especially in a competitive market. Now, here are a few reasons why. Number one, it reduces major surprises. Now, one of the biggest risks when selling a home is unexpected issues popping up during the buyer's inspection. Say if a buyer's inspector finds foundation problems, electrical issues, or even a roof that is not so strong, it could derail the sale or force price reductions later on once you're under contract. Now, a pre-inspection lets you get ahead of these issues so you're not blindsided later. Number two, it gives you time to make the repairs. When issues are found before listing your home, you have more control over the repair process as well. Now, instead of rushing to fix problems under pressure from buyers, you can take your time and shop for the best contractor and negotiate a better pricing as well. Now, sellers who handle repairs proactively tend to attract higher offers and faster closings as well. And number three, it improves the likelihood of the home passing the buyer's inspection as well. Now, you may be wondering, would the buyer do their inspection? Yes, true. Even if the seller did a pre-inspection, buyers can, and most of them will do their own inspection. And this is a choice that the buyer has. Now, if you already addressed the major issues that came out from the inspection that you did, there's a higher chance that the buyer's inspection goes smoothly as well. And a clean inspection report, if you've done a pre-inspection, say, increases the buyer's confidence and limits the potential of negotiation back and forth. Number four, it provides the buyers with the needed peace of mind. That's what is important, right? For the buyers, at least. If you share your pre-inspection report with buyers, it can make them feel more confident about making an offer, especially in multiple offer situations. Now, buyers who specifically are on the fence may feel assured knowing that the home has already been checked, in a bidding war specifically. A pre-inspected home can even attract stronger offers, which is something to keep in mind. Now, while these advantages sound great, a pre-inspection isn't always the best choice. What? Yeah, let's look at the potential downsides now that we've looked at the positives. A pre-inspection isn't for everyone, and here's why. We'll look at the costs involved, and buyer's inspector also has the potential of finding other issues that the inspector, the seller, or you hired does not uncover. Okay? So let's go through the list. Number one, it costs money. A typical pre-inspection can range from $300 to $600 or more, depending on the home's size and location. If significant repairs are uncovered, you may need to spend potentially hundreds or thousands of dollars to fix those issues. While some sellers see this as an investment, others prefer to sell the home as is and let the buyers deal with the repairs post-purchase. And number two, the buyer's inspector might find more issues than the inspector whom you hired. So it goes like this. Even if you did a pre-inspection, there's no guarantee that the buyer's inspector won't find something else or something new. Different inspectors have different opinions, and what one inspector considers minor, another might flag as a major concern. Something for you to be aware of. Now, a buyer's inspector could still uncover additional problems, leading to renegotiations or price reductions potentially. And this is why buyers should always hire their own inspector, even if the seller has done a pre-inspection. It's basic due diligence, right? And now for the biggest factor of all this is the legal disclosure and responsibilities that you as a seller have. And why do I say that this is a biggie? The one thing you must consider before getting a pre-inspection is the disclosures and legal responsibilities that you as a seller have. Say if your pre-inspection reveals significant issues, you may be legally required to disclose them to the buyers. Now, depending on the state laws, sellers must disclose known defects or risk legal consequences. Now, in some cases, sellers may even be obligated to fix major issues before listing the home. And this is why some sellers choose not to get a pre-inspection, because once an issue is discovered, it must be disclosed and fixed potentially. Now, before you decide, check your state's disclosure laws or talk to a real estate professional who can guide you. And I could do that as well. Just get in touch and I'd be happy to discuss the potential ramifications that you as a seller need to be aware of. Now, all that said, should you get a pre-inspection before selling? That's the $1 million question, right? Or million plus. It depends on your home's condition, your timeline to sell, and your risk tolerance. Now, if you want peace of mind, a pre-inspection can definitely help. Now, if you're worried about the costs and the disclosure laws, you might skip it. But here's the deal. Every home and seller's situation is different. If you want expert advice tailored to your home and your specific situation, let's connect. I've included my contact information in the description below, and feel free to book into my calendar as well. There should be a Calendly link. And after our discussion, you can decide if a pre-inspection makes sense for your specific situation. All that said, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more expert real estate tips and insights, and drop a comment below if you have any questions. And I personally answer every message that I get. All that said, the market is moving fast. Make sure you are making the right moves. Let's connect and I will be happy to help. That said, I will see you in the next video. You take care. Bye-bye.